Hi, back again. Right, so yesterday I was trying to engineer the cog to fit the old housing. So I've subsequently then drilled my holes through the new cog. Um, there's the old cog. So I've now drilled my holes through the new cog. I'm now going to put the cog back together and then put it in its housing. So I've had to drill these so they line up, obviously all the way through. You see all the way through there. So I've had to drill these so the cog can spin nicely. You have to excuse the people next door. They're very loud in the next workshop. I think they're deaf or they just like the sound of their own voice. So yeah, now I'm going to line them up there like so. Put the two bolts all the way through. So it lines up with the barrel and hopefully start the first one off, start the second one off, and then screw it together. So I'm doing it by hand, gradually, a bit at a time. So then hopefully my cog then will sit in its new old housing, if that makes sense. And get the old ratchet spanner on that. Which I think's in the van. Yes, it's not there. It must be in the van. 2 seconds. Got the ratchet. So I'm going to ratchet that one together now. I might have to put it in the vise to get it really tight. So follow me. Fraser is in the shop today. He asked to come in the workshop. So yeah, I've done all my drilling and that here. So get that in the vise. So I can hold it more than anything. I'm just going to go hand tight. I don't want to chew the threads. So now that should sit in the new housing. It's a little bit loose, but I want to have a little bit of play. So that's now screwed together and in, and it looks relatively the same. So now I'm going to put that in the old housing, like so. So I think even that's changed in temperature. It's got too hot. Let's undo those. Let it have a bit of a cool down. Same on this side. So yes, it's been a long process for this bobbin sander, but I'm a great believer in fixing things, especially if you can get the parts. Yes, okay, this part wasn't what I can say the original. Obviously they've changed the model since then, so the housing's different for the spigots that go up and down. But there's nothing we can't fix. So basically line that up in there, get said Ujjabi flip in there, set Ujjabi flip in there. That's it, so we're in. So now all I've got to do is line the holes up again. Which you'll be using a pillar drill. It's pretty much straightforward with a pillar drill. So yes, now my cog's in its new housing. I'm just going to do these hand tight. See what I'm doing there, a bit at a time. So now it spins. The only thing that concerns me is obviously the original and the old. It looks like this one's a little bit bigger. So now this is where it gets technical. I'm going to zoom in for you guys to see. You can see what I'm doing. Hopefully it will zoom in enough so my head's not in the way. So this now sits up against this threaded up and downer. So I've got it down as low as it will go, and it's pretty much there. The next thing I need to do is put these bars in which make the bobbin go up and down. So I'm going to put that through on the top, and then I'm going to get the other one and line it up as such. See if it lines up first time. It probably won't, to be honest. Should have tested that with that. But the beauty of this is now I've got it in its actual housing, I can quickly poke a 7mm through that and make it spot on. So I'm just going to do that quickly over here. Always use a bit of CT90, guys. You're drilling. So that's my housing now drilled. Give it a clean off over here, but that hole is all the way through now. Should be able to see my eyeball. So now we're going to put that on the spigot and see how she goes in. It's crazy. This is all for bobbin sander. It's crazy. Right. So I've got that there, got that there. Now I need to line that with that bolt. I think I left that on the drill bit. So now I'm going to line that up with that. All the way through like that. That's going to sit there like that. So now it's connected to the up and down mechanism. You can see that. So same again with the top. So we're in there. So when that goes up, in theory, that should come down. Right, let's get me washers right here. That's a washer for that. Washer for that. That's for the top. nuts for the two bottoms on the side. So I need one small washer on there and a double nut. Same with this one. I need a small washer. Have I got a small washer there? Where did it go? So I should use my magnetic tray, which is there, and I don't use it because I don't want it. But I am for the purpose of this video. Let's move you out a bit so you can see a bit better. So yes, so now I need a little washer just to catch that one on the top, which I think is over here, right? It is there. And there she is. So that then goes on the top spigot, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it a spigot. Looks like a spigot. There's two on there because it's a lock-in nut. That makes sense. So I'm just doing this by hand at the moment to see whether it goes up and down, which it does. So if it does it by hand, it's like when you do a gearbox transmission, it's very much the same. This is basically a gearbox for a bobbin sander. It's very much the same. Now I can put the base nuts in for the bottom, and the trouble with this is it's all like start a nut off before you screw them all home type thing. So start one off. So do this all the way around. You can't really see, guys, because you just see the back of my head. I'm so sorry. I'll zoom in. So the first one's in. Second one's in. Third one is biting. Oh, shut up. They're so gobby next door. I'd tell her to shut up if I was working for her. Got a right gob on her. Especially when you're trying to concentrate. And then maybe I need to be a bit louder. So, the fourth one is in. It's just a little bit noosed and tight in there. That's German for nice and tight. And then I'm just going to... It's like anything now. They always make it so difficult so you can't repair it yourself. That's going in wonky. I don't like that. Let's get this side done first. Sorry about that. I had a customer. Right, where was I? That's it. So get This is so fiddly. I can see why people don't like restoring or fixing their own machines, but for me, I find this very therapeutic. So if you have a Axminster hobby bobbin sander and the cog doesn't work anymore, you have to engineer and make a new one fit the old one. How long this will last, I cannot guarantee. If it doesn't last very long, you'll see another video. If it does last a very long time, then that's the resolution. I've fixed it. Don't know if I can get a 10mm on there because there's so much going on in the way. Yeah, it's one of those painstakingly, no access, like any gearbox. And today I'm wearing Aldershot and Fleet Town Rugby Football Club shirt, which I was donated. A big fan of supporting your hometown clubs. If you're wondering what my shirt is, it's a Union Jack, basically. Union Jack rugby shirt. Of course it would be, because Aldershot's a military town and that's where I'm from. And someone's trying to call me and I'm on a video, so I can't answer that. That's the only trouble when your only source of camera is your mobile phone when you're doing YouTube videos, because your business still needs to run even though everybody wants you. Another customer. I will finish this bobbin sander. I'm on the last leg now, literally, excuse the pun. Just customers after customers today. Literally. Tighten it all up. Don't think I can get that any tighter. Right, now the grease. So I use a multi-purpose grease, and you want to either get your finger in top of the cog, bottom of the cog, and the spinning spindle, the entrance of that, all the way around, the shaft going up and down, these as well, and then that should be it, guys. This should be ready to go, so I'm going to do it live. I'm going to put it back, see whether we can see it going up and down nice and slowly. And there we go. One fully built bobbin sander. And as you can see, it went quite well then, didn't it? So I think half the time when manufacturers build things, they never put enough of this stuff on, do they? So I just go overkill. More grease, the better. Case now of just building it back together and putting it back in its little hole, which I'll do, and then I can start using it again. So now I'm connecting the top to the base. Right, sitting it in. Put them in little wooden blocks in, stuff like that. So now you should have a fully operational bobbin sander. That is a fixed machine. And it actually sounds a lot better than it did before, because obviously I've put more grease in there, but obviously it's a new cog. So, recap of what I've done is the the new housing didn't fit the spigots that went up and down, which ran the bobbin sander. So I've had to engineer the new cog to fit the original holes. I've then I would say manufactured it so that it fits the new one, put it all back together, and it's done, fixed. So there you go. That's how to fix an Axminster hobby worn out cog bobbin sander. Thanks for watching. Don't forget my other videos. There's going to be a few more in the next couple of weeks, and remember, the slower you go, faster you go.